Oh boy, this is such a bad idea.
I'm gonna do high-speed test.
Okay, now before you judge me,
I'm not one of those duct tape people.
we're gonna be turning this electric scooter into a plug-in hybrid with this weed eater engine. This scooter comes equipped with a 100-watt motor, while this is about a 1 horsepower motor. This is gonna be a friction drive, so as soon as I grab the throttle on the electric scooter, that will send the electric off and it will kickstart the gas motor. If we take a close look at my engine mount here, I have 2 pieces of steel angle back to back, like this, with some 1/4 bolts holding them all together. And if you want to copy this design, go ahead. I don't recommend it. There's probably better things to do, but this is how I did it. I cut out just enough to go around the flywheel, and this is going to be direct drive, so as soon as the electric motor kicks in, the scooter will start going, this will spin, and it will start the gas motor, then I can take off. Now, this is a socket I found from somewhere. Looks like a foot peg for a bike. I really don't know what it is, just a thick brass tube, and it's JB welded on there. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I got a plate I made here. This is for the engine to mount to, and go to the scooter. Goes like a second. We got the shaft here, output shaft, right there. I cut grooves in it so the JB weld can adhere to this, and this is a socket. JB weld is one of my favorite building materials, next to steel angle, of course.
How am I going to mount this to the side? With screws, of course.
I'm putting some washers on there as shims to go up against here. I'm gonna fiddle around and find the right amount of them.
In addition to the JB weld, which is holding this socket on the output shaft, I also need a set screw or some kind of bolt to go through the center to lock it in place. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm drilling a hole to put one through, and it's going to be a simple nut and bolt with some thread locker on there. And I'll do an extra set screw just to be safe.
So here we are. I have a bolt in there, just to transfer the torque, and I also have a little piece of the bolt I cut off. This will act as a little set screw for extra insurance that this doesn't come off, and that's just gonna screw into there. Well, here we are. I have my little set screw in there. This shaft should be pretty secure on there. Next issue is getting enough grip and tension on the end of this drive socket. Right now I'm working on getting this bolt into the tail of the scooter so I can implement my turnbuckle tension system.
The idea of this tension system is so that I can tension the motor and socket to the wheel with the right amount of tension, so I get just the right amount of friction on there to make it stick and actually drive the rear tire. This also explains why the engine looks like a keychain.
Turns out everything is tightened now for the most part. My tension, my turnbuckle, and okay, this is insane, but I got my friction drive set up here, and I'm getting this thing to turn over just by kind of kickstarting it. I'm just dragging it. Okay, now before you judge me, I'm not one of those duct tape people. This is just temporary. This is my gas pedal. Now that I got my PPE on, I'm gonna have to choke the motor with this music player, and then unchoke it once it's ready to go. to be tuned again.
How many cycle in?
Recycle. Oh wait, that's the electric doing that. I've tuned this twice before, I can do it a third time. I just need to give it a little more low end fuel and then it should start fine. Alright, top speed according to the sign down there, 13 miles an hour. I can tell it's definitely got better acceleration than the Green Goblin. Because it's got about a 9-to-1 gear ratio in the back here, plus the electric power, which allows it to accelerate quicker than you'd be able to accelerate on the Green Goblin. The only issue is that, come here, when I go around a corner, this wheel is always spinning. So when I go around a corner, it's like it's trying to throw me into a drift because of that. So what I'm gonna do, there's no way around that because it's a direct drive scooter. Anyways, I'm gonna tighten this up a bit and I'm gonna, it's a little loose down there too. I think I better cool it down for the day. So I think I had a wood block dragging onto the scooter and it's all the way down the street now. And I just realized that when I turned around down there. But after it got out, it accelerates really nicely. It's got a really low gearing, so I can just press the throttle and it goes. It doesn't complain like the Green Goblin, it just goes. I gained 4 miles an hour, it was about 9 with the electric power. So hybrid scooter, success.